guys, so today I am going to talk about my vacation. Right now, sorry for my hair, but I just went swimming and I literally just got out of the pool. And I was thinking, you know what? I need to do my vacation, like, video thing. Kind of a vlog, I guess you would call it. So, yeah, let's just get started with Sunday when we left the house. So, Sunday, all we pretty much did was pack the truck and got it ready to go. And that was a feat in its own. We're like, okay, we're ready. Now let's sit here for an hour. Because we're so, like, we had so much stuff to take. And all of our stuff was crazy heavy for some reason. Like, because my dad is a very inventive person and pretty efficient, so he likes to get really organized and stuff for these trips. Well, he makes these boxes out of wood, and the wood's pretty heavy, and all the stuff we have pretty much, like for the kitchen, like for food and stuff like that, are in 2 huge boxes. And he has to lift them in the truck when they're full. So it's really hard and really heavy, and yeah, that wore us out already. Then we get in the truck and we go on a sorry. Something's in my mouth and it's not supposed to be in there. Maybe from the pool. Ugh. Okay, anyways, I don't drink the pool water, by the way. That would be nasty. So, anyways, on the way up there, we go get breakfast, and then once we get closer, we go get lunch, because that's how far it is. It's like 3 hours away, which really isn't that far. It's just, we don't know when we're going to be able to eat and stuff, so we have to kind of plan to eat before we go there, because, yeah, camping, setting up the tent and everything can take a lot of time. So anyways, we get up there, we check in, we do all the stuff, and then we get to our campsite, and it's the wrong campsite. So, which is fine, all the campsites are pretty good. It's really far away from the bathroom and the showers. And that's not very good because they don't have parking right by the showers where you can just park and get out and go take a shower and then get back in the truck. You have to walk back to your campsite. And it's freaking cold. It's like 50 degrees anyways. So we're like, great. Okay. The potty situation is good because we have like a porta potty thing, you know, those tall things, except we kind of made our own. You could call it kind of, oaky, you know, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, we're like, great, okay, and it's freaking cold. So, we're like, bundled up, trying to get camp ready, and the tent will not go up. For some reason, it won't stay up. So, this is like the second time we set up this tent. It's a pretty brand new tent. So, that being said, we don't really know how to set it up very well yet, so it took them probably, I helped a little bit, but I'm too short to help. So, I held up the poles, and that's about it. But, anyways, yeah. It took us about 4 hours to set up the tent. 4 hours! And it's not even that big of a tent. It might be the size of my room, which is not very big. So, we're like, great. Now what's going to happen with the tent? You know, are we going to have leaks in it if it rains? Which it did at night, just a little bit. But are we going to have leaks? Are we going to, you know, is it going to break down the moment the wind comes up or whatever? None of that happened, luckily. The tent was fine, everything was fine. But we noticed every time we would get in or out of the tent, that's something else we did not like about this tent. So we're like, I hate this tent. Every time we go in or out, we're like, oh my god, I hate this tent. I hate this tent. So, and it was a cheap tent. It was on sale. So, you know, don't buy cheap tents, I guess. That's the moral of the story. So, anyways, we are all ready to go, and it's dinner time already. So, it's like 6 o'clock already. We're like, whoa. No. Wait. Yeah. We just hang out until dinner, and then my mom makes dinner. We have a really great pasta visual soup. It's really, really good. My mom made it, and it was so good. But then we went right to bed, and that was a bad thing because the soup is a little spicy, and if you lay down, you might get heartburn. Which, if you're young, you probably won't, but if you get older and you're overweight, you get heartburn. Which I didn't really get heartburn. Like, I don't really get heartburn that much. It's just if I lay down right away after I eat, I'm like, okay, yeah, heartburn. So, anyways, I didn't have heartburn, but my parents did. So they didn't sleep that well that night. Well, then the next morning we had eggs, hash brown, and I think that's it, and like bacon or something. I don't eat bacon or sausage, so unless it's in something. But anyways, we ate breakfast and then we went down to the beach. And by the time we went down to the beach, it was like already 2 o'clock. 'Cause time flies when you're on vacation. It's like we eat breakfast, we sit around a little bit, and then we're like, whoa, it's already 2 o'clock. Let's get moving. So we went down to the beach, and we didn't wake up until 10 anyway. So, anyways, yeah. So we get down to the beach, and it's freaking cold. I'm sitting there, and my parents aren't saying anything. They don't. My mom looks cold, but my dad, he's like all fishing and having a good time. Well, I'm like sitting there. That's all I can think about. I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm trying to read the Hunger Games book, and I'm like, I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm cold. And so I'm like, I think I'm gonna head back to camp because it's freaking cold. I was only out there for like an hour, and then I'm like, okay, I need to head back. I'm starting to get cold, and it's making me want to go to the bathroom. So TMI, I know. Sorry. So I won't go back to camp. My mom's not far behind me. She's like, yeah, I was freezing my ass off. I'm like, yeah. So there's like 2 minutes of sun that day is all. The rest of the time, or the rest of the day, it's overcast. So we get back, and I think my dad came with us too because he wasn't having any luck, and he was getting cold too, which is like weird for him. So, anyways, we saw dolphins and stuff like that, which was awesome. And I think we only saw 3 dolphins and some surfers, which the surfers couldn't get very good waves. But anyways, so we go back to camp. We start making dinner, which is steak, fried potatoes, and pasta or potato salad. So, and zucchini. Yeah. It was a really good dinner. Actually, no, we didn't have the salads. We had the zucchini. But that was so good. Zucchini from our home garden. That was really, really good. So, we had that. Steak was pretty good. A little chewy, but other than that, pretty good. And then we went to bed. No, we had a fire both nights. And then we, after the fire went out, a little bit before, actually, I went to bed. Because I was like, I'm tired. Walking in the sand is harder than you think. Like, if you don't walk in it ever, it's hard. Especially when I already have balance issues. It's really hard for me because I almost fell my butt twice, but I didn't. Yeah. Anyways, so, yeah. Then I went to bed about 7:30. Well, I tried to go to sleep. I didn't really go to sleep until about 9 when everyone else started being quiet. But that's okay. Anyways, then we got up the next morning, and we had pancakes and whatever meat, and then eggs, and then we, I stayed around camp because I didn't really want to go to the beach because it was so freaking cold. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay around camp. So they went down and metal detected because my dad loves doing that. And then my mom dug for stuff. They didn't really find anything but these like aviator glasses, old old aviator glasses. It was really weird. My niece and nephew loved them. They took them home. A bunch of bottle caps, a can full of sand. That's about it. So nothing too great. So, yeah. Then they came back, and we had dinner. And we had sandwiches for lunch, I think. And then with dinner we had... What did we have? Oh, we had hot dogs. I had like a weenie roast. And then, you can put it on a hot dog bun. Which I didn't really use my hot dog bun because hot dog flew out of it, and then I just fed the rest of the birds. So I was like, whatever. So I just ate another hot dog by itself. So anyways, my mom was asleep, and then me and my dad had the weenie roast because we were getting hungry, and then that's pretty much it. No, we had marshmallows, I think is all. And we got these huge marshmallows, and they're huge, you guys. They're like 3 times the size of a regular marshmallow. They're huge. And the middle doesn't get quite toasty, so you have to kind of eat the outside and then eat the inside. So, yeah, those were good. And then, we went to bed. And then, Wednesday, Wednesday was fun because we had breakfast. We had like all of our leftover breakfast things. We had bear claws, which are like pastries, which are really, really good if they're heated, and eggs, hash browns, bacon, sausage. We pretty much cleaned up everything because my dad didn't want to take stuff home for some reason. I don't know. He has that thing where he's like, oh, the less we have to pack. I'm like, why? It's all in the ice chest anyways. You don't really have to pack anything up. But I don't know. That's him. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I ate 2 bear claws. I ate a scrambled egg and a hash brown, and that was pretty much it. But bear claws aren't that big anyways. But anyways, then I didn't really eat lunch because I had such a big breakfast. I only ate part of a sandwich that my mom made me. But they went back down, I think, fishing or something. No, wait. No, they didn't. They were going to go down and, I don't know. Days are like blurring on me. But anyways, then my sister and my brother-in-law and his nephew showed up, and I was so excited because I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hang around here. I was already ready to come home. I was like, okay, I'm ready to go home now. It's too dang cold, and there's no sun, but the thing that cracked me up is that people were still getting in the water, getting in the ocean, and that is unbelievable because it's so freaking cold. I was like, how are you guys getting in that? Or people are wearing shorts and tank tops. Sorry, this is just my little rant. People are wearing shorts and tank tops when they're running, which, I mean, I know you get warmed up, but not that warm. I mean, a little too cold for that. So, anyways, the rest of our family came, so I was really excited to see them. But they went to the beach, the dog beach, where dogs can go, because on our part, dogs can go. But they went to a dog beach with my sister's 2 dogs, a big chocolate lab and a little pug. And my brother-in-law came back like, I think maybe 2 hours later with the chocolate lab because the dog was tired and wet, and my brother-in-law didn't want to get him dirty anymore, so he wanted them to dry out. So they came back. It was a little sunny. It was actually sunny, not complete sky, but there was like a little beam of light coming out for like maybe 2 hours, which is so nice. That's like the warmest it got. I actually had my jacket off and everything. Excuse me, my throat is dry all of a sudden. So I was so happy about that, and that was just the best time. And then everyone came back, and the reason why I didn't go with them is because you have to get down this like pathway, and it's like it's like a cliff that goes like this, and I can't get down stuff like that just because of my disability. And my dad could barely get down it and up it, and then my mom could barely get down it and up it. But everyone else had an okay time because they're not overweight and stuff. But yeah, so that's why I didn't really go. And I didn't want to just hang out at the cliff because it's boring and it's cold, and I just didn't want to. So I was like, I'll just stay at camp and watch things here because they left everything out, and I'm like, birds are gonna eat your sandwich. They're like, oh, can you put it away? I'm like, okay. So I did that, and I cleaned stuff up, and I did all that stuff, and then I read, which I was so happy because that was like the first time by myself, and I could just read. Because when my parents are there, they won't stop talking and stuff if you're trying to read and you're there, and they'll talk to you through the tent. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to read, and they'll be like, oh, okay, we'll be quiet now. And they'll be quiet for like 5 minutes, and then after that, they're like talking to me, and I'm like, so I don't get much reading done when they're around. But anyways, I'm not trying to be rude to my parents, they're my parents. I should listen to them, but it's just, I don't know. Anyways, then my sister and my mom and my niece and nephew all went to a chowder house. I'm not going to say his name. That's a big hint right there if you know where. Well, I didn't even tell you where I went camping, so anyways, you don't know. But it's a chowder house, and it has all different kinds of seafood and clam chowder, and the clam chowder was so good. My sister and my mom went to get a dinner, and they got us all clam chowder and sourdough bread, and oh my gosh, I could have kept eating it and eating it and eating it, but after 2 bowls I was like, okay, I'm full. I couldn't eat anymore. I couldn't even eat dessert, and my nephew, that doesn't really care for sweets that much except for fruit, he ate a whole s'more with those huge marshmallows. I'm like, holy cow, he never eats that. And then my niece didn't even eat a s'more, and she loves that kind of stuff. So it was just kind of weird. But anyways, so we had a lot of fun. And then my sister and them had to go. So they left, and then I pretty much went and got in bed because we have these cots. They're like little beds. They're so nice. They're army cots, and people in the army use them and all that kind of stuff. They're really easy to set up, but because that ground is really, really hard. It's like dirt hard. So we like to sit on these cots because 1, you don't get cold as fast, and 2, you will sleep better. So we're happy we brought this. So anyways, we went to bed, and then we got up that next morning, and my dad already had everything but the tent loaded up. So I got up at 8 because he was making noise and stuff, and I think he was trying to hint that he wanted to get going. So I got up, and I was like, I can't do anything. Because I was so tired still. I don't know. When I'm away from home, I don't really sleep that well. But anyways, yeah, so, sorry, I was talking over the air conditioning. But yeah, so it was really, really fun. And then we packed up, and we got out of there, and we had breakfast at McDonald's. I know, fancy, right? Just to get us going, and then we really wanted coffee. But then, as we came down, we went and my parents stopped at this old camping store, or it's like an army surplus store. Has like all different kinds of stuff, firefighting gear, army gear, all that kind of stuff. Because we wanted to get a different tent, but they didn't have any good ones. So then we went to Bass Pro Shops, and they didn't have any good ones there either, or they were overpriced. And then we just headed home, and then in our town we got food for lunch, and then we came home. And that's pretty much it. And then we unpacked slowly, and we're still unpacking. So, yeah. So, I hope you guys like this vlog, and I will put up more videos soon. So,